So, babe,
Yeah.
we're gonna start off today's episode talking a little bit about an old school store from way back when, say 15 or so years ago. Has to do with what we call a Mobius strip.
Oh, goodness.
Do you remember Mobius strip, Paige?
Yes.
What's the Mobius strip story?
I wish I had my little picture of it. But that's the infinity symbol.
Essentially,
It's it never ends, basically.
Yes, it's a three-dimensional version of an infinity symbol.
Yes.
What's the story about that?
Oh. So are we starting with the anniversary or are we not?
We're gonna get to the anniversary. Give me a second. Make sure this is going on.
Okay. So I start with this story first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our movie strip story came from I was in undergrad in art class and we had to do something. I took this class to make an easy A, but then I realized I wasn't very artistic. I'm not. And so I talked to you and that's what y'all were going through in one of your classes about theories or something like that.
Yeah, topology, my topology class.
Yeah. And you would always explain everything to me, and that was the easiest way for you to learn.
Yes.
And so I took that concept, and that's what I used in my art class. I'm not gonna go into further detail.
So if
you
don't know what a Mobius strip is, let's start there. Mobius strip is so the infinity symbol. Mobius strip is a three-dimensional version of that. So as if you were living outside of this world, or if you're living inside of this world, then you just think you're walking infinitely on a piece of land. But if you're living outside of this world, you'll see that this land is spinning on top of itself.
Itself, yeah. Like the kid's toy, the little.
Yeah. So that's what Mobius strip is. But yes, so as I was learning that in topology, you needed in art class project, you decided to create a Mobius strip.
Look, I got an A, okay?
You got an A.
And you had to tell a backstory, and I had to come up with this whole story and all. I mean, it was a true story, but.
Well, your man's got you an A. That's all that matters.
Steven. All right. It was cheesy, but it worked.
Because it was true.
It still is true.
Exactly, yes. So, we're cheesy. Got it.
I'm fine with that. We get that a lot, so I'm okay.
You ready?
I am ready. Oh, I don't know. Because I don't see anything else on the docket. You're trying to be slick this time. He deleted everything.
I deleted it.
There's no. It just says docket. That's it.
Can I start the show?
Steven, what am I walking into?
Can I start the show?
Yes.
What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Taking the Stage. I'm the math guy, Steve. This is...
Paige, Babe.
What's news today? News of the week.
Baby, the news of today is that me and my honey are celebrating, 15...
The big 1-5. 15 whole...
I should have just said another year.
No.
I can't even say don't do the math.
Put the numbers out there.
I gave you guys the math this time, so y'all should thank us.
A whole 1-5, 10 years and a half of those 10 years. 15 years.
That is like most of my...
It is. It's most of mine. 15 years together. You and me. Boom, boom. Legs on which I stand. You and me against the world. We talking.
And this wasn't even the first day we met. Well, this marks the solidification of
when
Staige.
we started dating and putting that in quotations.
It was like 5 days prior. It was Violet's birthday. I remember it being her birthday.
8 days prior. So 9/13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, because that's Violet's birthday.
Or is it 9?
Listen,
it was
the
a
first
Friday.
time I met you? Yeah.
Well, no, it was a Friday going into that Saturday. So Friday technically is when we met. The next Sunday.
The 13th.
Yes, the next Sunday is when we actually started dating, and we've been on.
Shout out to y'all being born on 13th. Oof.
What's wrong with being born on 13th?
Because sometimes it's Friday the 13th.
Taking the Stage was born on Friday the 13th. You're welcome.
Technically. No, I met you on.
So
13th.
that's when we was born.
Well, you just told the people I met you on 12th. So what was it?
All right, good go. I got nothing. But that's when we met. But yes, so yes, the news of the day, news of the week is yes, we were 15 years in to this loving each other gang, and it's been a wild 15 years. I gave you your notes. Per use.
Let me tell y'all something about Steven. He gives me a note for every momentous occasion. Mm-hmm. And one of the special ones that we always celebrate is really the day we decided to move forward with one another.
Yes.
And
that was in between classes. I wrote that one. Yes.
You did. I still have all of the notes. And I still have the very first one is I'm in class. Real Moesha you remember Moesha used to write in her journal? It was. I read it with the little music playing in the background.
It drew me. Right. But it is, yes. Well, it's not only tradition, but also I think it's pretty important to you, and you have you have notebooks filled with
them.
Sometimes I bought cards along with them.
And I saved the cards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we just talked about gifting and things like that in one of the previous podcast episodes. And things like that are special to me. They hold a lot of, I guess, value with me. Yeah. And I keep those things forever. Even though some of them were written in pencil. So those are ones I have in the little laminated pages and things. Yeah. And I don't know.
This one was written in red pen.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
your professor pen.
That was closest.
Goodness, of course, that's the only color you ever have available.
This pen right here. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so that's news day this week. Okay, so today's episode.
Yes.
What I want us to do is so we never finished the 2000s essentially episode, right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's finish that, but also we're gonna move past that. So if you didn't watch that last episode. We started talking about, the 90s isn't quite, 90s is always given this due, right? 90s is, that's the best R&B, best music, best fashion, all this type of stuff, right? Best TV shows. Mm-hmm. And so 90s is given this due, 2000s not so much, 2000s, 2010. And so we visited
specifically. I feel like that's more of my era.
Which one?
2000s? Early 2000s, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were... Okay.
I was very young.
We just mentioned this, but 2.5 years that we are...
2.5 years?
Back then was...
It's a lot.
A distance.
It really is.
So I'm with you that,
because we were watching...
in 2000s, I felt old.
Really?
Old, compared to the people I was around. My brother... I was like...
But me and your brother and I are the same age.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's when we talk about shows and stuff like that, you have no idea what I'm talking about. The younger shows, yeah. And you're like, yeah, Shane used to watch that all the time. And I'm like, how did you...
You didn't watch Rocket Power? No. No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm like, so Doug wasn't your favorite show?
I watched Doug.
But so is that 2.5 years?
As told by Ginger.
Yeah, I was just about to say Brace Face. But anyway.
Brace Face? I used to love me some Brace Face on a Saturday morning. I
was like... No, I watched. I promise you I did not watch any episode of Brace Face. But I know the show. But my point is, but the 2000s, we both can kind of...
I have the kids watching occasionally. I'll play PB&J Otter.
Okay.
Roly Poly Oly. Bear in the Big Blue House. All of that, I play for them. Yeah, they like it.
I bet they do.
I haven't been able to find Bearstein Bears and Franklin.
But those were PBS shows.
Maybe that's
so you got to find those. Maybe on YouTube they might have some.
they watch Daniel Tiger. That's on PBS, but that was past us.
Yeah, I must say Daniel Tiger was way more Arthur. New. Yeah. Well, even Arthur was.
But Arthur, they watched.
Arthur you find on YouTube.
They watched.
PBS is probably definitely on YouTube. I mean, Daniel Tice probably definitely on YouTube because that's later PBS, not Arthur and them. Maybe you gotta search.
Yeah. But they watch the Magic School Bus too.
Okay. Here comes the Magic School Bus. Okay, so to that point, that's why there's nothing on the docket, as you saw.
Oh goodness!
It's because we're just gonna go back to that quiz. Finish the back to that. It was just a list.
Didn't I show my age last time?
Well, back to that list. Finish that list, and then we're gonna take a quiz.
A quiz? As in I'm answering questions? Steven, you have to make the quizzes like a morning episode.
It's not my quiz. Here's the thing.
Oh!
Go ahead.
I'll save it for the end.
Okay.
Well, unless you want to cut it out.
Save it for last words.
Well, I'm going to have to make myself a note. I'm old.
You tell me more and more as we go on through episodes. That's fine, Paige. Yeah, write your little notes. All right, so what we're gonna try to do is get to this. So this is what we had on the survey last time. Okay, so there's just again differences between the year 2000 and as you saw
2023.
There we go. Okay, 2023. Okay,
23 years.
Yes, 23 years. Okay. Your math be mathing.
My math is mathing today. Okay.
Go watch the previous snippets. You'll see the inside joke there. Okay, so I think we watched we saw the self-driving car might be next to you on the road.
We did that one, yeah.
Okay, so it's gotten easier to be green. I don't know if we did that.
I think that as much flack that our generation gets, we are the generation to really start the going green and reducing your footprint thing.
Yes.
And I really do appreciate that. I think that even before the catalyst that was COVID, that led our generation to be more like aware and to, I've seen so many people like doing farms to table and gardens and just recycling, like all of that stuff. I've seen so much more of that prior to COVID. So I really think it's just our generation just seeing things for what it is, or what they are, whatever, and moving forward.
Yeah, just bettering kind of the situation that we have now. I mean, whether it be climate change, the ozone layer stuff, like our generation kind of saw those things coming.
Not Al Gore's internet. That man tried to tell us. I don't really know, but
on Beyonce knows internet. No, that's what they say.
All right now.
Okay, you say that Al Gore's internet. I mean, the point is,
there was the whole climate thing back then.
I know, but my point is that yes, our generation did see it coming, but a lot of things we saw coming and just tried to make the adjustments properly, especially because when you're that young of age and you see it coming, then you can kind of plan your life around.
I think that's why so many people who are in our generation are like, we're the ones trying to do like the neighborhood gardens or community gardens and all of this stuff, like trying to take people away from big farm or whatever, and all of that. And I can appreciate where we are, because sometimes I can be honest in saying that I get irritated when older generations are like, cause y'all doing this and y'all doing that, and it's like, you guys literally raised us, so what? Like, we're following the precedent.
You did the best you can. We try to do the best we can. That's all we got.
And especially because a lot of us are now seeing the real truth and trying to make a change.
Yeah. Trying to make a difference from it.
I can appreciate that fact. So sometimes it's kind of like push forward. So it's like it's gotten easier to be green because a lot of the stuff that we do is like, I'm not worrying about what was. Yeah. What can I do to help improve?
From this point.
What can I do to move my family forward? Which I think, while we do this podcast, one was for us to have an archive for our children, but also so that they can understand where we were in this time and who we are in this time, where we're trying to go and what we expect.
Well, but even more so, well, I mean, not even more so, but equally, I think where we came from. Because a lot of times, like us doing this podcast is us just sharing stories about not only where we came from, like together, but where we came from individually in our past and kind of our family stories and our life stories, and that kind of puts it all together as far as what makes us Staige.
Prime example.
Go ahead.
The past generations had us putting the memories in a bottle and burying them in the sand and all that stuff that wouldn't even decompose. This is in the cloud.
This is gonna be safe, B. It's gonna be safe somewhere.
Those bottles are just now washing up to shore.
As long as you pay your $5.99 a month, right? That's gonna stay in the cloud. You feel me?
We ain't killing nothing in the ocean.
That's hilarious. This in the air. It's just sitting there. It's sitting right here.
In the air.
That's hilarious. I never thought about that. Look, we doing better, okay? We doing better.
Ain't got no fish affected.
Ain't no
remnants of Coca-Cola. The original. None of that. We didn't do none of that.
Ain't no turtles being, suffocating.
No fins connect.
We good over here. Put it in the cloud. Throw it up there.
Exactly.
It's just information. It's just information we throw it out. Sitting out there in the world, okay? All right, okay, what else we got? You are always available. So again, we're talking about the difference between 2000 and 2032. It's 23. 2023.
No, I was still reading. I thought you was reading a number. Okay.
No. Okay. So again, we're okay. You are always available.
Yes.
So the difference between the year 2000 versus year 2023. Yeah.
As someone who considers himself an introvert.
Yes.
I don't really like this one.
You do not. You do not. Yes.
Look, I apologize to the people, but I put a lot of people on mute. Not on mute. It's just I'm usually doing something.
Yes.
I'm a person who has to stay active.
Yes.
And so it really doesn't matter what I'm doing. If my phone is that's why I don't like group messages, because if my phone is dinging like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna sit it down somewhere, wait for that to die down, and I'm gonna come back and see. And then a lot of times I forget. So I don't like that. I'm always available. Especially when people think that you don't really have a lot going on because they don't know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like for me, I still do like the 3-ring thing.
Yeah.
It's like if the phone rings 3 times, I'm like, okay, well, they busy. Like they'll just call me back.
Yeah.
Unless it's something important that I really want to tell them, that it can be through text, or I don't know, it has to be an emergency.
So I think that's the issue for both of us. I'm gonna hold you but my version is weirder because so you know how to shut yourself off. I don't. So me being always available, I'll say yes to any and everything. And I don't know how to cut it off. So then I get overwhelmed and I'm over, it's too much. I have a question for you because this is, it speaks to what we're doing right now is that, but because of that, because I'm so open, then a podcast is pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
How does a podcast for you when you're not just... That's not natural to you to be openly available and spread your give of yourself, I should say.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
Paige, I'm just giving yourself.
I know.
Focus. And this is staying in.
No, it's not.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Your laugh. Just go with it, Paige. It's not gonna be a snippet, but it's gonna stay in. Okay.
Steven.
How is that for you? Not having to, but choosing to give of yourself, just
I think that for me, it's very hard because I'm always there for not only myself but a lot of people, And a lot of times we take from our time, our time together, and also our personal free time to do this.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's hard to really figure out what time works best for us.
Mm-hmm.
But we just have to go with it. And so even like a time like right now, like it's very late and I would prefer to be relaxing. Sometimes I don't like how I show up on camera because I'm tired or things like that. My voice sounds different, my face looks different, like things like that. Versus like if it's like one of the early morning shoots, but you show up and you push through. And I think that having people feel like you're always available can add another layer to that. Because people don't really know like what you truly have going on.
Yeah.
So even given this podcast and stuff, it does give me a release. However, sometimes it can be a lot.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I mean, it's okay for things to feel like it's a lot. There are a lot of things in my life that feel heavy, and I work with it. So I guess it's just another one.
And I think that's the give and take that goes with this point, right? Is that it says you're always available, but there's a give and take that goes with it, right? So you're always available, as in, okay, I have to give a piece of myself all the time, because that's how social media goes right now. That's how life goes right now. Whether it be someone can FaceTime me right now and like, okay, wait, you in my personal space, like you got to look in my face right now, or sometimes someone can call you right now or text you right now.
Well, the kids been absolutely hungry.
But I'm saying, but even to people outside of your household, you're always available. Versus that's a maybe a possible con. Versus,
especially like in situations like what we have going on right now.
Yeah,
it's just in my mind. Sometimes I'm like, why do you say yes to everything?
Yeah, again, a potential con. But let's look at the pros, and that is I'm always able to see my niece and nephews, my nieces and nephews. I'm always you're always able to contact moms, or even my parents. I'm always able to contact them. I'm always able to. We don't live in the same city as most of our friends. We're always able to get in contact with them when we need to.
Right.
When it's, so there's some pros that come to. Also, we can work online. That's another pro that comes with it, right?
Yeah.
So there's some pluses and minuses that go with it. You're always available, but also I'm available other ways.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like, but when are you unavailable for you?
Well, and that's where you have to intentionally carve out time. That's what it has to be intentional.
I feel like that's where I I don't show up for myself in that way.
Girl,
I'll be honest.
I've been telling you about that for
I know you do.
I said, go sit in that room and just do nothing.
I know.
Put that phone down, do nothing. Just watch a random show. Look, you just
but brought up that. I don't know what to do when I'm doing nothing.
You just brought up that what's the show that just came out? You just saw it again? American Horror Story.
No, but
no one else is going to watch that.
But you remember when I used to watch that show, you used to watch the football games because it would come out on like a certain day. I haven't watched that show in years, even though I really like it. But I can't watch that show just sitting by myself. It's scary. Even though I like it.
Y'all heard it too, right? It is. But my point is, find something to watch that's just for you, that you can have your time alone. Because when I get home, I don't mind just taking the kids, doing whatever. Going outside, playing.
I think that's why my thing is mostly like just sitting in silence, like meditation and stuff like that.
But that doesn't happen with the kids around. That's
I was about to say, like, even today when we got home from going to the restaurant.
Yeah.
When y'all went outside, I turned everything off and I just sat there like in peace.
I actually do that all the time.
I know.
I beg of. Well, I just really want you to do that for yourself because it rejuvenates you. It just does. I see it every time that you have.
So I'm not showing up on podcasts so you're tired.
No. No. I'm saying just for we've emphasized for a while now our own mental health, our own mental stability, and our how we can be productive for each other, for the family, for the people around us. And the best way to do that is for us to be stable in ourselves. And so when you get exhausted, not you, I'm saying one, when one gets too exhausted and too overwhelmed, then you need those moments, those times, those opportunities to just
kind of
focus.
like reel it back in.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I have been expressing a little bit. Like I remember talking to you about it, and I had talked to your mom about it. Just like kind of like pulling back a little bit and reevaluating things.
And that's when you need those moments. But if you have those moments of just reflection, because the kids can be a lot. Being a spouse can be a lot. Trying to just make it through the day can just be a lot. I mean, as far as
just doing everything,
all those
everything
things.
is a lot.
So that's all.
Yeah.
We went on a tangent. We got off.
We did, right?
It's this therapy for us.
I said that's one of our
this therapy for us. This is just regular therapy for us. Okay. All right. Next one we got over here is chefs are celebrities. Now they have a picture of a celebrity chef that we I wouldn't say adore, but we care for a lot. I think we've watched most of it. Actually, he had 4 shows I think altogether. Yes, Uncle Tony or Anthony Bourdain.
R.I.P.
Yes, rest in peace. He's no longer with us in the flesh, but yes, chefs as celebrities were not. I mean, so when we grew up, they were kind of a thing. Well, Emeril Lagasse.
We come from a city where we always had a cooking channel. Even on like the basic cable.
Yeah.
So
or
it
cooking,
wasn't
even on regular news. Cooking segments were like even growing as a kid. I remember cooking segments were a thing.
So I'm not really surprised by that.
Yeah. So chefs and celebrities.
Celebrities just being famous for being celebrities.
Now the other part.
That's a lot for me.
Or even celebrities, just regular celebrities trying to be chefs, right? Or just trying to have cooking shows. That's even weird for me. So. But yeah, shout out Uncle Tony, man. We worry about charging batteries much more.
I don't.
Let me tell you about y'all. Let me tell you about y'all friends.
Look, don't tell my friends about me. Hold up.
So, Paige Spiro Andrews.
What I did?
Okay, the phone we're shooting on right now is my phone. That phone right now, the charge is 95% when we started. Just no. We here now.
I put it on the charger.
Paige, babe. What's the charge on this phone?
I put it on the charger.
Okay, just tell me what the charge on the phone is.
I got a lot of bars on it.
Oh, okay. She did put it on the charger. What was the charge before you put it on? What was the charge before you put it on the charger?
Why are you asking so many questions?
17%. Now, your boy don't go lower than...
It was 15. And that 15 will hold on for like 2-3 hours.
Your mans don't go lower than 30. When I'm lower than 30, I start getting... My hair starts sticking up. I start freaking out. Because my phone is that important. I'm not saying as an attachment to me. I'm saying as far as what I do. So, contacting my family, as far as... shooting a podcast, as far as uploading videos, as far as responding to emails. My phone is that important.
But I do all of that.
But not only that, a huge part of why my phone will die is because half of the day, my 2-year-old has my phone.
Oh, kids can't touch my phone.
Exactly. So
I have given my body, I've given myself, I give everything to the kids. They cannot have my phone.
Why you always gotta bring up all that, babe?
All that?
I'm just saying, that ain't got nothing to do with you charging your phone. First of all, okay, wait. So let's be clear. As far as charging her phone, also.
You set it up for me.
Also. there's a behind. So Paige sits in. We all sit in a certain spot on the sofa. Mel sits over here. Steven sits in the middle. Paige sits right here. I sit in my own chair, a rocking chair that's next to the sofa. But Paige, there's a socket behind the sofa,
and you Paige would always. He set up my charger.
Paige would always ask about, okay, well, I need to charge my phone. When I'm supposed to charge my phone, I got you. I put an extension cord. I ran it onto the sofa. It's a lengthy one to make sure that she can charge her phone. Paige will have the charger sitting on her lap. Phone sitting on her lap.
Like, oh man, my phone died. I knew it was about to die.
I knew it was about to die. I don't know why you enjoyed it. I don't know either. I don't know why you charge either. Because both of them on your lap.
Okay. I will say that I've tried to get better because it's been twice that we've had to go all the way to Apple, which we don't have an Apple in Hammond. We've had to go all the way there for them to reset my phone. And the man was twice. Like, first of all, you need to update your phone.
She don't be updating. Like, she don't keep it charged.
5 updates behind. And he was like, and keep it charged. And I was just like, I don't know.
But how you don't keep it charged with charge right there?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't even have an excuse for it.
It's okay.
That's funny.
It's just a phone, so I can see how
it's not just a phone. The phone's like $1,000.
I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, it's just a phone. So I can see how it's not as important as, actual
it's
life.
Just so many things are happening, especially like that's towards the end of the day, like, towards once like what 6:45, 7 o'clock, or 6.
Why don't you just charge it overnight?
Because you charge my phone overnight.
Did you hear you say that? You heard you say that, right? I just want to make sure you heard
you
that.
You wake up, you be like, oh, I forgot to charge your phone. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna charge it. And then it dies.
I'm gonna charge it. As soon as I get you here back to charge it, I'll charge it. Okay, let's do one more and then we're gonna get to the actual the survey. Or what is it called? Quiz. This is a good one. Wi-Fi is a necessity.
Is it?
Well, okay, so
what's the next one? Because is it really?
So hear me out on this one. As someone who tries to post videos every day, and who runs the media team at church, and who responds to emails for work every day, this can be exhausting when you have a slow internet connection. And one of my jobs
uploading
is
stuff,
and one of my jobs is working online.
Yeah, doing anything online is a lot.
This can be exhausting trying to.
Well, especially when you're doing something. What I don't like is when I'm doing something important, and then I have to like try to hurry up and switch to my hotspot.
Yeah.
Like if my hotspot clicks over and I'm good, I'm always thankful. But more times.
Yeah, most times
it's not that way. And you have to, start fresh, reload, or log back on or something like that.
So, all right, okay, let's try to get this quiz. Let's see.
Hey podcasters, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. You can also listen to our audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Have a good one.